Hi everybody, welcome back or welcome to our channeled messages. So, somebody's going shopping. I heard Zaxby's and Saks and Fifth. Saks and Fifth. You know what I'm saying. We're not gonna stop. I was just sipping some coffee and actually I'm feeling a little uh, hyped up from it. I usually don't. So, if I'm a little extra silly, don't mind me, okay? Well, my right ear's itching. So, there's something that you need to pay attention to. It might not be anything that bad. I'm not getting anything that's super emergency or anything like that, but let's see what comes out for you. What does collective need to know? It's a collective message right now. Collective message. What is going on? Collective message right now. I just heard Junebug. That may be somebody's nickname. Also, yeah, I'm getting some instruments, stringed guitar I heard, but I wanted to say saxophone. Saxophone, I heard stringed guitar, and I'm picking up jazz music. Fourth chakra, the heart, Raphael, Archangel. Okay. With adjacent possibilities. The door is opening to a new type of love. You're being introduced to some new things that fulfill you. So it could be hobbies, it could be another instrument. But it's like things that, some of these things you already have experience with, or something that you did in your childhood, something you used to love, or it could be brand new things, or new ways to do an old thing. Things that fulfill you. They could even heal your heart space. So even if it's creative things, it can help heal your heart to be in that creative mode. So get into that even more. Sewing, knitting. Somebody's buying crochet needles or some needles here. Or maybe you need to get some new ones. You have clean it up. With patience, something over time. Yeah, balancing out. Something is balancing out over time. Getting cleaned up here. It could be that healing parts of the matters of the heart, parts of the matter. So whatever it's dealing with that is getting cleaned up over time, balanced out over time. Something about getting to the heart of the matter, getting to the core of the situation, the part of it that really matters, the emotional part of it, or the part in it that has to do with love. We have 48 and 38 is out here. Man holding a coin with walking away. Maybe a King of Pentacles here. Somebody who is, I'm getting somebody, okay, a few different things, but somebody who is stable. And I'm definitely getting financially responsible. I also wanted to say emotionally intelligent also. But there's somebody here who works in finances. You could be a broker, or what's one of those people called? A financial advisor, somebody who balances somebody else's finances. Maybe somebody who smokes. See somebody with gray hair here? If you can see that, there's a bit of gray in there. It looks gray, white. I just heard goatee, somebody with a goatee. I think that's, isn't that when it's like just hair? I think that's, I know it's a certain type of beard. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's when it's mostly here, right? I don't know. The men, you know. But for the feminines too, or masculines, there's something about a man here with finances or dealing with men. It was something about, I don't know, maybe a materialistic man or dealing with men who put money first, finances first. And it's something about walking away from this, walking away from, cleaning it up, walking away from. So the situation may be if you are the masculine here, walking away from, no, I don't want to say that. I'm not getting that. I know for the feminines, I am getting walking away from men who are just about money, all about money, money first, but not romantic or something like that. But for the men, let's see what else comes out. Blessed with door to spirit. That's good. 222. Another 2 there. Yeah. There is a certain door, though. I heard walking through a door. Walking away from something into a new door. Blessed. Something that more aligns with you. It aligns more with who you really are and what you really want. Becoming. I just heard the word becoming. Okay. There's a specific door here that leads to a different outcome or a certain outcome. Something that's good for you, something that's beneficial. Let me see. The moon with building blocks. Yeah, it's something that, something that was untapped within yourself. Again, so this could be self-care, this could be a talent, a gift, a way of expression that you haven't really tapped into. It's been laying in you subconsciously, maybe even unconscious, and it's needing to be reawakened within you. But it's, in order to do this, you have to walk away from something. You have to let something go. You have to leave something in the past. There may be memories you're holding on to or what used to be. Maybe even, what's that thing that we picked up on before? Identity. I know I said identity crisis. It may not be a full-on identity crisis, but again, just what people would want for you, how other people want you to be, or just dealing with life, dealing with people, different situations caused you to. That's okay, that makes sense. It caused you to ignore yourself and what really makes you happy, what really fulfills you, who you really are. So whatever talents, gifts you have, again, could be the instruments. And there's more though. There's so much more. There's so much more. Many different things you can do. And so what I'm getting is that, again, for the feminines, it was like, it's distractions. And it's either men who were just about money, but not really, they were, maybe you, either way, whether you are the masculine or the feminine, you decentered yourself. And Either you centered, if you're the masculine, you centered your life around finances, work, or for the feminines, you were distracted with a man who was all about work, finances, rather than even caring about you. They wasted your time, but honestly, let's be honest, you wasted your own time. Even if you're with a man who isn't romantic or what you were looking for at the end of the day, you still, it's still up to you to work on your own things. And that's not to say that you were wrong for anything or nothing like that, but it's just to remember to, live your life and put yourself first. The right person for you will not want you to ignore yourself, or they won't be a distraction to you, but it's also something that you have to remember. But I feel like you're past that now. But there's still more that you can do. Building blocks, unfinished symphony. There's still more you can do. You haven't really reached your full potential, or maybe you found your way back into something, but there's still more to do. And Treasure Island, so when you do this, wow. When you do this, you walk away fully from something, even if these people or these things, this situation is no longer in your life, it's still like a holding on to the memory or the pain or the like remembering or reminiscing on it too much. Be careful with that. But also, yeah, because that could even subconsciously be distracting you from living your life, doing what you want. So it's kind of like a decluttering of your mind here, a decluttering of your heart. But as you get into these creative activities, these endeavors, these different things that you enjoy doing, it helps remove that naturally. And then you find yourself getting some unexpected or sudden abundance or even a fulfillment. It's unexpected and it's a lot. This may even be finances for some of you, depending on what it is. You find yourself all of a sudden, and look, with cornucopia at the bottom. Yeah, deceit, because something was holding you back. It was a false fulfillment. It was a false happiness, a false... It's like when people get sad or upset and they resort to eating ice cream and stuff like that. It's like, that's not really what your heart needed, though. It was a false. We have Justice 38 again. So 38, 38, 28, 88. Yeah, community. It's having to do with other people and the way other people view you also, especially if you're the man here who put money first. So let's get into some of these other cards here. I'm picking up this bored energy from somebody. Be careful with some sort of addictions. So if you're smoking too much, or you get bored with things easily because you are having to fulfill yourself, or what's the word? Kind of cope, not cope, but like in order to feel something, you smoke or you do something. It's like you have to do extra to release these kind of hormones within you. And it's time to get back into the healthy things that release those hormones, those feel-good hormones within you. Because smoking or drinking or just having to do some some sort of, even like the coffee. So that's interesting. I don't drink coffee. I might drink it honestly a few times a month. And even coffee, every time I drink it, I can feel in my body the way it makes my body feel. Yeah, this could be sugar, this could be all kind of different things. Be careful with using coping mechanisms or other things to, unhealthy things to, again, it's this idea of false fulfillment. It's like my arm turned this in reverse. So there's something here that's, whatever this is, I'm gonna say it before I even look at it, so y'all know. Whatever this is, it should be upright. But because of you or your actions, it could turn it into reverse. It's time to put it back upright. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. That's you and what you're working on, the things that you work on, the things that you work toward. What did I just hear? It must be like an idiom or a phrase that I don't use or didn't hear of. Something about what makes you healthy, not just happy, or happy and healthy, but stuff that's healthy, not just makes you feel good in the moment. But yeah, it's affecting the way you produce. Whatever that you work on, it's not as fulfilling, it's not as joyful. You may not be as focused, especially if you smoke a lot, or you take something, or you always have to drink coffee or eat sugar, or whatever it is that you take in order to do something. Even for somebody, I'm getting pre-workout. If you have to take some sort of substance or do something extra in order to feel good doing something. Even for somebody, I'm getting nicotine. So yeah, it's time to really pull back on that, because it's taking away from your enjoyment doing this. I mean, look at the antelope here. They just look like, it's just like, yeah, I'm building up my pentacles, but it's just like, I just show up and I do it. It's like something I gotta do. But you could enjoy it a lot more. It looks like you're just watching the grass grow here, when you could be, instead of sitting there waiting like, all right, I'm watching this grow, I'm watching this work, I'm doing this. You could be sitting there and enjoying the breeze, or looking up at the sky, and enjoying the weather, or observing the animals while you're sitting out here by your bush, whatever you're growing. Huh. I just heard, wake up and smell the pheromones, Shrek. We consider what it is that you're building and what you work on. Are you just passing the time, doing things to just pass the time by, or are you truly enjoying the moment? King of Cups, Ace of Wands, yeah, your desires. What really makes you light up, what you enjoy. Yeah, Eight of Cups, that's walking away from something. Yeah, there's something you gotta let go of, walk away from. Yeah, let's clarify that. But King of Cups, Ace of Wands, again, your desires, what emotionally fills you, but in a mature way. This is a king. What emotionally fulfills you in a healthy way. But it also fulfills you. It also is things that you've desired. Because you could be doing something, right? So if you make music or something, and it's something that you used to enjoy but you don't anymore, walking away from something causes you to like fall back in love with it again. You're working on it and it's what you want to work on, but do you actually enjoy it? It's something that you used to love. Again, when I said with those adjacent possibilities, those different doors, it could be stuff that one of the things options I said is that it's stuff that you already do but a different way of doing it, something like that. Emperor. Yeah, we have Emperor here. So again, there's a stability, emotional stability. There's I'm getting self-control and diligence here. But with this, I know that taking some sort of other substances or doing things or just doing it just to do it and not doing it in a way that you enjoy it can make you feel kind of bogged down or like you don't have as much energy. It's not as fun. But I'm getting to like embodying this Emperor energy because I feel like you already have a level of self-control, but it's something that you didn't really realize was affecting you, especially because you've done it for so long. Somebody, you're very analytical, logical, you like to think a lot. You like to think about how you do things, working with numbers, or yeah, you think of like many possibilities in your mind. And it could be fun for you. It's in a way now though that it like stresses you out. But in reality it's part of who you are, but it should be fun for you. You like to figure things out. You like to solve puzzles. You like to figure these things out, but lately it's not a fun thing anymore. It's like a task. Knight of Arrows, Page of Arrows, clouds. Yeah, see, it's like somebody you gotta have your head in the clouds, or again, I said smoking, so like puffs of smoke. But Knight of Arrows, and notice the quick movement. You see how the clouds are different because of the quick movement. But Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. Something about truth. The truth of the matter, truth of something. I feel like this is some sort of truth coming to you with Knight of Arrows, and then Page of Arrows is causing you to kind of look at something differently or think about it, or it's like I heard wake-up call, but like a mini one. It's like small, but it's actually big. It's something that causes you to think differently, speak differently, go about something differently. Different ideas here. With Seven of Wands, yeah, this is you being determined. So with Seven of Wands and Knight of Swords, you having a different kind of determination, a boldness. Okay, and I definitely take that with this Emperor energy, going at it in a more fierce way, bringing the fire back into something. With Ace of Cups, yeah, it's like the beginning of feeling the excitement again, excitement and the passion for it again. It's kind of like a childlike fun, even if it's a little bit competitive, but not like you're competing with somebody else or it's like a real competition, but it's just you challenging yourself. With Three of Cups. Okay. Yeah, this is like you may be working together with somebody else, or again, somebody else brings in a fresh idea, a new idea for you. It's like adding a freshness into something you already had or something you were already doing. So if you, I don't know, pasta sauce, and you use fresh bay leaf in it or something instead of dry stuff, dry herbs. It brings in that freshness. Queen of Arrows. So we got Knight of Arrows, Page of Arrows, Swords, Queen of Arrows. Only thing missing there would be the King of Arrows, Swords. And notice how they're both holding up their, wow, with Page of Wands. Yeah, and they're both holding up their, I don't know, I don't want it to sound like that, but they're both holding up their, I don't know, staff or something, their weapon thing here. And they're both moving forward. They're both moving forward. This is a confidence. This is a standing strong, being firm. And look, she got clouds on her cape as well. So there's something that you're not seeing though, and that's not with these. But I'm just picking up this that you're not seeing something, especially if you smoke, especially if you, again, you need to take something before you do something. It blocks your creative flow, the way you think, the energy, the fun out of it. Yeah, you may not have realized that this is an addiction or something that's stopping you. And that's not going to be everybody, but most of you, it is something like that. But in general, it's just the way that you do something, and it's your perspective needs to change. Yeah, see, it's something about you being quicker. You being quicker. Being more productive with something. Yes, you'll pick up the pace. Once you let go, you walk away from whatever you need to walk away from, you're going to pick up the pace with something because you're going to love it more. Instead of it draining your energy, it's going to really add fuel to your fire, and it's going to make you feel more energized. At least while you're doing it, you'll feel more energized. That's good though. That's good. You'll be motivated. So you gotta make some mature decisions here. Some executive decisions. How you want to do something, you gotta sacrifice something, you gotta walk away from something. Again, for a lot of you, you know what it is. It's this whatever, again, if it's like smoking, I don't know, drinking. I'm not really picking up much drinking. I'm definitely getting smoking, whether it's nicotine or the other stuff, YouTube, not saying green stuff. Or if you take something, you take something that you eat or you swallow, or again, something, caffeine, energy drinks. Yeah, somebody drinks a lot of Monsters. Ooh, that stuff is, ooh. Ooh. Red Bulls, yeah, energy drinks. One of you said, well, what about, I didn't hear it, what about this? You said, what about this? Yes, that too. Yes, you know what it is. If you gotta ask, there's a reason why you're asking. you know? So clarify this Eight of Cups, because not everybody, I feel like it's not a substance for everybody. But what is this Eight of Cups? Can we just clarify that? Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so again, with your Two of Wands and the Devil. Yeah, addiction. The Devil. What's Two of Wands again? Two of Wands. Flip right to it. You've done all the research you can. Now is the time to act. You have the whole world in front of you. Adventure is calling. Yeah, there's some sort of stalling, and you gotta pick up the pace. As you pick up the pace and you have more of a momentum, the more you do it, it's like you keep that momentum. Yeah, because right now it's kind of like you're being a snail with it. It's kind of slow moving. You're getting there, but it's not what it could be, or you're not enjoying it, and it makes it feel like the time is going by slower. Mm-hmm. And for some of you, it's also a pessimistic thinking. Pessimism. Let me get a couple of these. Yeah, look, I knew immediately. Your intuition, you know what this is. Quick. The quicker you do it too, the better you'll be. Instead of holding off, putting it off. This is probably something you've kind of known, but you were ignoring it or pushing it off like it wasn't a big deal. Maybe a slight denial. Just a few for this message. Clarify, please, what this Eight of Cups is. Even better in person than online. Nervous to come towards you, nervous to do something. Yeah, you're being apprehensive about this action, doing something. But it's better. Once you do it, it's better than just you thinking about it. The future, I think you don't like me, coming towards you. Like, it's definitely this pessimistic thinking here. That something is not enjoyable. I know I could never forget you, because, this is a love deck, but it's not really talking about love here. No, I could never forget you, want to make love to you. That's passion, wanting to have a passion with something with past life soulmate. Again, it's something that you fell out of love with, but it was a past love. Something you used to do, something you used to enjoy. You're nervous about doing it, you think you're not going to enjoy it, or you already feel like you don't. But you know it's something you're meant to do. You know it's something you're meant to change. It's time to change it. Purpose? I just heard something on purpose. I don't know, somebody was trying to be smart or something. Doing something on purpose, I don't know. I discuss you with others. Pure, innocent love. Yeah, it's like you miss doing this. You did it. Oh yeah. And you originally didn't do it just for the money. This is something you actually enjoy. And you may talk about this and think about it like it's something that's really important to you. It really matters. Yeah, in-person physical activity. Something you physically do. But you gotta actually do it. It gotta be in person here. So maybe there's somebody here, you maybe do more behind the scenes work, or you don't you're not so active with it as you used to be. So for example, if it's like a nonprofit organization or something, and or some sort of organization, and you weren't doing it for the process. You weren't doing it for something about the progress, the process of something. Yeah, because you're wanting to build it up. So even if it's like YouTube or something like that, and it's like, or a business, you're wanting to just make it grow, make it bigger, whether you make money out of it or not, whatever the result that comes out of it, it's like doing it just for the result. But you fell out of love with it. You got to be more active with it. So instead of doing the in-person work with this organization, you're just on the computer organizing this stuff, and other people are out in the field. You got to be out in the field with it. You got to put more energy into it in the physical versus just thinking about it. Put yourself back into it. Ooh, my phone's so nauseous right now. So you may have taken a lot of time away from this, and the thought of it makes you nervous. It makes you so sick to think about it. You may have, because I know there's been a lot of stuff that's gone on over the past few years. So you may have spent more time indoors, and now you have like a social anxiety or something. That's for somebody too. But once you get in person with it, once you get active or start doing the stuff you did in the beginning with it, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's when you get back into it. It says, I don't like what you post. Yeah, it's something that you don't like, or you think maybe you feel unwanted there too. Where's my right ear itchy? Yeah, see, it's something that you gotta pay attention to, like I said. It's a pessimistic way of thinking. Stop telling yourself negative things when it comes to this. It's false. You're telling yourself that you're not wanted, or you're not of value there, or that you don't like it, that it doesn't fit you anymore, but you know within you that it is, and you're even talking to other people about it. Or somebody could be even asking you, hey, what happened to this? Are you still doing this? Why don't you do this anymore? And it's like, well, and I don't know. I mean, I tried and this and that, but then this happened. No, let go of that. Once you start doing it, you're going to feel so accomplished. Because you are an emperor here. Even if you're a woman, like, you enjoy this. So get back into it and enjoy it, and be more active with it. Active. It says activity. So yeah, I really hope this helps you. I really hope this helps you and encourages you to take that action. Just take the first step. Just do the one thing. Try it for a day or try it for an hour, depending on what it is, and just see how you feel. So don't look at the grand, huge, big picture of things. Look at the fun part and just say, oh, well, at least I'll do a little bit and start there. Don't overwhelm yourself. So I appreciate all of your support. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next message, whichever one applies to you. Bye, guys.